And with this episode, the second arc of ReZero has finally been completed. As they say, all good things must come to an end eventually. Fortunately enough, there's still an entire arc after this, so I have some good stuff to look forward to. Lots of despair, lots of suffering from what I've heard. Gotta admit, the second arc, compared to the first arc, is so much better. So damn enjoyable, so good. There's a lot of positives to it. However, I will admit there is some negatives to it. Subaru can be obnoxious. The whole Emilia episode where he breaks down onto her lap, I think that's episode 8, it felt really slow because it wasn't too eventful. It was an emotional kind of episode, but compared to the previous episode where he broke down mentally and the next episode where he's kind of figuring out the whole curse, not a lot actually happened. As much as I love the episode, I can admit to that. And again, Subaru is obnoxious sometimes. It can feel really repetitive in the series because you have the whole time mechanic, the time loop. The comedy is hit or miss for the person because comedy is subjective, and to be honest, the CGI with the dogs, the Olgarm, the Mobbies, whatever you want to call them, it was spotty at times. Pretty good when the first Mobbies was introduced. It wasn't too much CGI, just more animation-wise, drawn-wise, but then once you get them in packs, it's not the best to look at. I've seen far worse. Look at Berserk 2016. That animation is horrible. So I would prefer this over that, but it can be a little jarring here or there. So the second arc has its negatives. ReZero has its negatives, but it also has its positives. I'm not going to call it a masterpiece, but I'm calling it a damn good show. So people who just hate on ReZero because they're hype haters, or they hate the people who claim it to be a masterpiece but it's not, don't hate on me, okay? I realize it's not a masterpiece. It's nowhere near perfect. I'm only 11 episodes in out of 25. I took a 3 to 4 month break. I stopped watching ReZero, and then I'm just getting back into it. I rewatched episode 11 countless times during that break, of course, but as much as I love the series, I'm not going to claim it's something that it's not. It's not a masterpiece. It has flaws. You can feel there's sometimes stuff missing, but overall, my enjoyment is pretty damn high. It's one of the series I enjoy the most out of recent years, actually. Aside from like Dan Machi, One Punch Man, Raku Daikishi no Cavalry, and other such shows, but it's a good show. I understand if you don't like it because of the various reasons I list, but just give it a chance or try to understand other people's perspectives. I'm trying to stay open-minded, so that's why I listed the flaws. Now, the positives of Arc 2. The character interactions, the animation, the OSTs, the cliffhangers, as much as I hate them, I also love them. I have a love-hate relationship with them, okay? The suspense, the character development, oh boy. And even just... the major positive is the characters, okay? That's what I'm stressing. The character interactions, their introductions, their development. There's so many theories you can breed off of them and the situations they're involved in. Especially Rem. I love her as a character. Especially after like 9 through 11. God damn. Emilia, move over. You have some competition for my love and the title of best girl so far. Sure, Rem only recently got to this position while you've been there for the past like 10 episodes, 11 episodes, because of your purple, beautiful eyes and that diamond in them. But Rem, with all that she's done through 9 through 11, goddamn, she has a lot of potential to be best girl. She might pass you in the next couple episodes depending on what happens. I don't know much about Arc 3, so I'm kind of hoping that Rem takes more of a major role, like she did in Arc 2, and she doesn't get sidelined. But you know what? Nope. Let me just get into the episode. Episode 11. We have an 8 to 9 minute backstory detailing Rem and Ram before they got to Roswaal's mansion. How Rem got her inferiority complex, how Ram lost her horn, how Rem became the person she is today because she wants to atone for her crime of thinking it broke off when Ram lost her horn. She wants to be Ram's replacement. So it's kind of interesting to see how she developed. But also, how did Roswaal get there? Was he watching from afar as the village burned? By the way, that fire is pretty damn nice animation-wise. I've seen many different fires in anime over my years of watching, and I'm a big fan of that. Big fan. Great job, White Fox. how did Roswaal get there? Was he watching from afar? Was he working with the witch's cult? Did he happen across them at the right time coincidentally? That raises some questions, and I have a couple more theories about him later on. So, after the backstory, we go back to present time, where Subaru is running with Rem in his arms. Well, arm, because his right shoulder is dislocated, he's bruised, battered, beaten, and tattered, and all that. And he ends up drawing all the mob beasts' attention to him, because they're attracted to the winch's scent, of course. And they're always looking for more mana to drain and to feast and all that. Perfect. White Fox, I commend you. The moment Redo by Konomi Suzuki, the opening for ReZero, started playing as he confronted the Bossgarm, the puppy that transformed into this huge fucking mob beast, I was out of my seat dancing and all that and just super fucking hyped. Subaru has massive fucking balls. He's afraid. It's been established that he's afraid, but he's still doing what he can because he wants to protect the place he cares about, the people he cares about. He wants to save everyone. And he confronted this huge-ass creature that could easily kill him with its breath. Pulled out a broken sword with one arm. And again, he's bruised, battered, beaten, and tattered and all that. Confronts it head-on, uses magic, which he barely has any control over. It goes out of control, creates the classic smoke cloud or whatever. It's Shamok, and when he said that, I got fucking chills. No matter how many times I rewatch that, I get fucking chills because of how awesome that is. He jumps up, stabs the Bossgarm in the throat, and then he even gets crushed by its paw, stabs it in the mouth, and yells it to die. And Roswaal, he shows up after being who knows where. He's off on that meeting and all that, and now he shows up. We don't even know who he was meeting. It was someone that requires formal clothing, but his timing is a little almost too coincidental. It's kind of suspicious, to be honest. But again, I have more theories on Roswaal towards the end of the video. So, Subaru gets saved, Roswaal shows his gratitude, kills off the rest of the mob beasts, so all the curses are gone from Subaru, and man, when Rem tackled Subaru, crying into him, going, Subaru-kun, 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 I rewatched that so many times because, oh my god, that is so adorable. Not only are child Rem and Ram so fucking adorable, but when Rem tackles him and starts crying and all that, and it's just like, oh my god, that is so adorable. When you compare how Rem acted towards him, like in the first couple of loops, how they first interacted and all that, to this, you have a major change. It's just like, Subaru really put in some work. Good job, man. Good job. And when he wakes up, by the way, can someone clarify what those writings on his boot were? His cast on his foot? I'm really curious about that. Were like a good luck charm or something? It was never established in the anime. Unless it's established next episode, but I don't know. Then you have this beautiful, beautiful writing, beautiful dialogue between Rem and Subaru. It comes to light, all of her inferiority complex to Subaru. He realizes that Rem keeps putting Ram on a pedestal. That she thinks of herself as an incompetent, powerless Demon Clan dropout. That she's inferior. She's a replacement to her sister. And as Subaru puts it, be the demon with her. Be the horn that she lost. Ram doesn't care that she lost her horn now. She's moved on. It's all in the past, and she's happy with who she is now. Rem was there when Ram wasn't. Rem was able to do what Ram cannot. They're two separate people. And Subaru helps her understand that, and when she goes, I am very weak, I will probably end up relying on you and all that, because she's still... It's years of just torment on what she did to herself. He goes, what's wrong with that? I'm stupid, I'm weak, I'm scary looking, and dense. We can lean on each other, arm in arm. It's always been my dream to laugh with a demon. And I love how they keep reiterating, you're fanatical like a demon. That just... Honestly, I sort of teared up during this whole dialogue. It is so emotional, so powerful. Just the development between these characters, it's... Oh my god. This whole exchange alone, demon transformation aside, and how she acts a lot of the times, This dialogue sold Rem as a character for me and brought her into my heart. If we get another emotional dialogue like this, or even just more cutesy stuff between Subaru and Rem, she'll beat out Emilia easily for title of Best Girl of ReZero. No doubt about it. And Subaru, when he actually survived the 5 days at the mansion, and he got his date, well, confirmed his date with Emilia, and she agreed and all that, the look on his face, oh my god, that man accomplished his life goals pretty much. He is so fucking happy. He's so precious. He has Emilia's smile to protect, and now he has Rem's smile to protect. His life's going to get harder, from what I've heard of Arc 3 and all that. He's going to reach his lowest point. He's going to despair. The despair and suffering is turned up by like 100-fold and all that. But it's moments like these that make me really happy. The moments between the suffering. As much as I love the suffering, the suspense, and everything, these sweet moments between the characters are what I really love. So now he has another smile to protect with his life. Alright, now, getting on to the theories about Roswaal. I'll try and keep it brief, because I might make a separate video, but what if Roswaal's connected to the witch's cult, and he's trying to revive Satella? He's the greatest magician in Luganica. He has a forbidden library of texts that no one else should be able to ever read. He's connected to a half-elf, which is said to be the body or the incarnation, the vessel of Satella, the jealous witch. He magically showed up, or coincidentally showed up, at Rem and Ram's village when the witch's cult was attacking, and we don't see what happens to the rest of the witch's cult. He's kind of giving off these very suspicious vibes, and his goal, as he calls it, is to kill the royal dragon, the dragon that made the contract with the royal family, the guardian dragon. Why does he want to kill the dragon? How is it standing in his way? Does he want to be the only powerful force in the land? But if he wanted to accomplish that, he'd have to kill Reinhard, and from what I've heard, Reinhard is super fucking overpowered if Episode 3 wasn't example alone. I've heard a lot of his blessings is just, goddamn, man, you're overpowered. So what if his true goal is to revive Satella? Think about that. So let me know your thoughts. Oh, wait a minute. Who is the blonde maid that shows up in Rem's Black story? Does she show up later on in the series? Or is that further on, like in the light novel, the web novel, whatever? Tell me her name, but don't spoil what race she is, or don't spoil really too many things. You can respond to my theory if you want, or what I said in this video. Just keep the spoils to a minimum, please, okay? Thank you. So, let me know your thoughts. What'd you think? Leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Check out the links down in the description where you can go and add me on Twitter and Facebook. Yeah. Honestly, Episode 11, 9 through 11, so damn good. 7 through 11, good, but as 9 through 11, that's probably my favorite 3 episodes of Arc 2. Can't wait to get into Arc 3. I'm a little hesitant and a little scared because I don't want all this happiness to vanish and go back to the suffering. It hurts my heart, like Subaru when he's trying to talk about his return by death. It's just painful, okay? I'm a little scared. I'm a big wuss, okay? So yeah, have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, wherever you're at. This is AutoXNation here, signing off. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.